So maybe I should have pressed record before we started.
Yeah.
You are now recording. You're good.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I want to thank everyone who's here in lieu of the storm and everything else and losing electricity. So bear with me, too. I'm fairly new at this Zoom conferencing, but I'm so thrilled to be able to converse with everybody and network and talk. And this is a great way for training, even for us directors. My name is Karen Olenek. I'm a director in Del Mar, New York. I've been with Pampered Chef for a little over 6 years. And, we're learning as well, between Carol, Christine, and I. This is not just training for you guys. This is a great opportunity for us to learn new techniques, new ways to cross-sell, and just review some of the things and basic things that maybe we, seem to forget sometimes. So I'll go quick tonight. I just want to, the call last week, Christine did an amazing job. And, between all the products and the cross-sell and all the videos that we saw, for those that were able to see some of them, they were pretty amazing. And for those that did your homework, I want to just commend you guys. And for those who just watched the videos and were not able to access Google Docs, does anyone have any ideas that they enjoyed or that they're going to incorporate into their own business that they just want to share real quick? Anyone? Okay, well, I thought it was a great video. Stacy Itzel, all of them were just great ways at cross-selling, all different presentation styles as well. When you watch some of these videos on YouTube, they may not be your style or the way that you do things, but it's a great way to just incorporate, listen to different things, see different techniques at a presentation. But I thought they were really great, great ways to get them all under your belt. And I loved how they were able to sell some of the high-end products as well. So based on some of the videos that we did see, sharing the great tips, ideas, you can now incorporate at your own shows, whether you're actually doing a cooking show and or a virtual show, and whether you're out and about or even in front of other people. It's natural for us to start talking about bookings and prospecting, so that's what I'm going to just touch on tonight. When you're super excited about Pampered Chef or even the products that you're sharing about, you want to learn about them, and more importantly, you just want to build confidence so that you feel comfortable presenting it in front of other people. Whether you do Facebook Live or the virtual or any way that you want to incorporate or share the products. We have products that will change people's lives, whether just meal prep or just sharing as far as registries, fundraising, it. So statistically showing, a lot of families that eat dinner together have children that do better on their SATs, better interviewing, presentation styles. Statistics show that families that eat together as a family are less promiscuous, less apt to do drugs, smoke, or drink, all statistically showing because they ate dinner together as a family. So when we have information like that, it's hard not to share. And I know for me, it just feels great for my own family just to have a meal prep and have a meal together as a family, whether just simply by cooking together and or just healthy meal styles, or just getting your family to sit down together for 15 minutes. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure that may be the same. So as far as promoting yourself, don't be scared and be prepared. It's easy to share when we're out and about. I can't say enough about Pampered Chef logo. Carry your Pampered Chef bag, carry a tote, have your name bag. If you're coming from an actual cooking show, don't take your apron off. Don't be embarrassed. Go to the grocery store. You will get people approaching you, sharing how much they love Pampered Chef. Carry a season's best cookbook. It's a great way for someone to just see the actual logo or see what you're looking at. When you're in the bakery aisle or brownie aisle, carry recipe cards. I don't know, for those that are fairly new with Pampered Chef and Merrill does offer recipe cards. We offer little bookmarks you can get and giveaways, little note cards, all with recipes. So I know it's intimidating. It's kind of scary to approach strangers or people that you don't know, or even people that you do know but not well, and talk about your business and what you do. So our next slide here is, I know it's kind of scary, but anywhere you are, there's people that enjoy entertaining, barbecuing, camping, glamping, you name it. Camping, is the pamper my camper, all those kind of things. But a lot of us struggle with meals. I'm one. Tonight, it was one of those things where, with the kids or getting on this call, it's like, what do you make for dinner? And we're not alone, So how many of you stared at your cabinet or your fridge tonight trying to figure out what you were even going to make for dinner? So everyone's kind of in the same boat. So what do I say? So you're prospecting and you're out and about and you need some bookings. And then, some of the scripts on Pampered Chef, I don't know about you guys, some of it's a little hokey. I don't know how comfortable I would feel going up to strangers and saying the things that Pampered Chef is encouraging me to say. But you come up with your own system, your own routine, and what you're comfortable with. So here's an example. You're in the baking aisle and there's someone in the baking aisle with you, and you have a recipe card with you in your bag. So you can even approach that person. You're looking at the same merchandise. You want to talk about what they're looking at. Is this a good brand that you're looking at? I'm thinking about making brownies tonight. I am doing a Pampered Chef party. Obviously, it's a conversation piece. They're either going to say, wow, I don't know anything about Pampered Chef. What's Pampered Chef? Or they'll say, wow, I love Pampered Chef. And they'll inquire about what you're making. So that's a great way for you to just pull out your mini catalogs that you can have in your bag or your briefcase. Just share some information, or have like little Post-it notes or a little index card, something in your purse that you could just write down someone's name, even drawing slips, where you could just say, hey, I can follow up with you with, I can share the recipe I'm making with you. And in that email or follow-up phone call, you can just mention the business opportunity or even hosting a show. The most imperative thing to do as a consultant is to not just approach these people, but follow through on everything. Everything from following up with potential guests who have ordered at your show to someone you just meet and they approach you about the business. Statistics show that they lose interest 10% every day. So as soon as you meet someone, try to follow up with an email, a text even, between 24 to 48 hours of meeting them. And I've learned, I don't know about you guys, but I like to always ask people what's the best way to reach you or form of contact that you prefer. Some people will not answer their phone. They have no interest in answering their phone. They're not gonna, and they prefer a text. So it's just a good conversation and way to ask them. In the checkout line with a cashier, you could even comment on, I can't wait to try these brownies. Check this out. I'm making this recipe. Hand them a recipe card. And cashiers or anyone too are great people to potentially recruit and share about the Pampered Chef opportunity. And share about some of the new products that we're coming out with as well. So I just want to follow up with, it's a great way. It's out of our comfort zone for a lot of us to go up to strangers, but you're in the grocery store and you're kind of making conversation. It's really about having enthusiasm and sharing the business. And when you start seeing it as a service instead of a chore, it becomes more fun. Okay, so prospecting is nothing more than when you're out and about and making friendly conversation with anyone in your path, from your sporting events to the grocery store to a work function, you name it. So another way for prospecting to be successful is to kind of be prepared. Maybe practice in front of the mirror. Talk about what would I say or how would I say it if someone asked me what I did. So here's some examples. I help create mealtime memories with quality tools and tasty recipes. Here's another. I show busy family how to make dinner on the table in less than 30 minutes. I help people realize that cooking can be fun, especially when you have the right tools. Pampered Chef. I help people discover their inner Rachel Ray. And all of these are designed to, help people with, describing what you do. And the response 99% of the time when you tell people or even share the logo or that you're a Pampered Chef consultant is, I love Pampered Chef. And people go ballistic. I don't know about you guys, men as well. Gentlemen, ladies, kids all know Pampered Chef as well. Kids are cooking with their families. So Everyone loves Pampered Chef. It's really just letting people know that you're a consultant and that you are ready and open for business. So as far as prospecting, it's just sharing and talking to people and letting them know. But the priority is bookings are the heart of your business. And I'm sure we all kind of feel the same way with this. And your paycheck, obviously. The magic number with Pampered Chef, and they promote, is the number 2. So anytime you close a party, you really want to try to aim for 2 bookings. Work very closely with your hosts to try to make that happen. 2 cooking and 1 catalog. You can have 1 show replace the one that you just completed. And you have to have a show to grow your business. And this includes anything from a catalog to a virtual party. This all adds to our paycheck, which at the end of the day is really, why we're doing Pampered Chef. So in order to get bookings, we can ensure that we proceed and do a couple things. So let's review them. Some of these may be self-explanatory. Some of these may be no-brainers for some of us, but we have a lot of new people on our team too. So, this is just some additional reminders of how to be effective at this. So the most important is host coaching effectively. You are a partner with your host, and to be effective at bookings and recruiting, you want to work really closely with your host, build a relationship. Number 2, show up on time. Try to be punctual. If you actually have a cooking show at 6:30, don't show up at 6:25 and just throw things together. Try to get there, look at your setup, make sure all the ingredients are ready, and spend some time with your host. Your hosts make the best consultants on your team. Make sure your dishes are clean. If you have an animal, make sure you don't have any cat hair, dog hair. Make sure you don't have mildew. Make sure you have no chips in your dishes. I can't say enough about, and I'm to blame too. Sometimes they get spots, or sometimes you clean your dishes. They're not, they're not immaculate, but very important. Just look over all of your Pampered Chef merchandise before you even lay it out and put it on the table. Look professional. Be ready. This is your work. You want people to take you seriously. You want to look professional and smell good and look like, you're ready to go. Talk about your high-priced products. Create a desire beyond the budget. This definitely pertains to all of us. I mean, in August, we have cookware. We have host specials like wanting cookware. So this is big deal. You want to promote lifetime guarantee. You want the host to, you want them to get the 50% off. So you want to promote a lot of our rock crocks, a lot of our cutlery, all of our cookware. This is our high-end merchandise. Again, make your host feel special. Make her feel appreciated. Don't forget how hard our hosts work just to have us in their home. We're invited into their homes with their friends, their families, and a lot of times it's difficult now for people to get together, get rid of their kids, clean their house, get groceries. It's a lot of work. So make sure that doesn't go unnoticed. Go over bookings in your intro throughout your entire show, even into your closings. You want to work hand in hand, as I said, with your host to benefit her and benefit yourself. The door prize slips, walk them through the boxes, tell them to check. This is a great way for you to even follow up with customer service. My system, I have a little Rolodex and it has months of the year. So I will follow up with certain customers that state that they'd like to host or do a fundraiser. And it's just my way of filing a system and writing notes on the back. So this is a great way for you to even have customer service and follow up. The checkout with every single guest, be prepared to handle objections. Not everybody is going to say, yes, I want to host, but they may say, maybe not, now is not a good time, or not never. This happened to me the other night. I had a woman who I'm checking her out. She placed a very large order. I thanked her very much for coming to the show. I asked her, hey, would you like to host a show? Would you like to help your friend by earning free merchandise and you get a shopping spree? And she's like, the objections are through the roof with my space and it's so busy and this and that. And I said, well, I'm booking into fall and holiday season now. We got out a calendar and she said, oh, that's kind of a good idea. I booked a November show at this party. So again, Have your calendar open. You don't need to book for next week and even next month. Have it open. They can always tentatively schedule or reschedule a show, but get it on the calendar. If they say no to a cooking show based on the space or just people won't come, this and that, the virtual party is the way to go, as a lot of us are learning. Referrals are huge. They may not be interested in hosting a show themselves, but ask for a referral. Do a kickback, do a free gift, or $10, $15 off for anyone that they refer to your business. Turn your host into your agent. They are working hand in hand with you, 50% off. So assign her the task even before you get there, and offer her rewards and incentives to anyone who books a show. So tell her, if you get a couple friends to host a show, I'll give you a gift for $25, $30. Keep adding it up. I'll bring the ingredients. I'll make a specific recipe. Incentives truly, truly make people want to work harder for earning merchandise and earning free things. Again, know about your products. Do we know everything about every product in our catalog? No. But try to just educate yourself, use them, use your own kit, take your things out of their boxes and have fun with them. Use them in your own demos and talk about them for bookings. Again, have fun, smile, enjoy, laugh. No one wants to book a show with someone who looks miserable and uncomfortable and doesn't want to be there. So truly enjoy what you're doing. Have fun with it. It's a cooking show. People are coming to eat and drink. And I don't know about you, but people just love coming to Pampered Chef shows more than like your purse parties and your jewelry parties, because you can enjoy your eating, drinking. It's a super social event. Have your calendar ready and clear. Book the dates that you want, when you want them. The novelty of Pampered Chef is the flexibility to run your business how you want, when you want. So mark off the days where you have things going on with your family. You're on vacation. I'm sorry, I can't do that. A show that night, I have something going on, but this is the dates that I am free. Again, the one thing I do is try not to let them go without putting a potential date on the calendar. You can always reschedule dates, but statistically showing if they don't schedule a date right then and there at the show, they may not. Okay, you can always try to follow up, but then you tend to lose them. The other thing is just follow up or CC your host and your potential guest as far as a potential date, but CC the host so she can be on her friends as well. Again, there's so many benefits for our hosts, and don't lose sight of that. It's not just about us. We're helping our hosts earn their entire wish list and all the things that they truly want. So I know that was a lot we went through, but it's pretty much just basic stuff, but working on just being passionate about your business. So I really want to I know Christine touched a lot about this last week, but stop saying I wish and start saying I will. This is your business. You are your own entrepreneur. You are running your own business. So have a very positive attitude. Have a go-to attitude. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a cooking. I'm going to get a catalog booking today. Everyone wants to book with me because I'm going to have fun and I'm going to hook up my hosts. So again, last week, Christine discussed on our belief system, and really it's about positive belief in yourself, your passion, your skill, your will, wanting to be successful and wanting to succeed. Nobody did this business to fail. You all want to just do this for different reasons. Whatever your why is for Pampered Chef, just don't lose sight of that. We strengthen our belief system in ourselves, the opportunity to purchase, book shows, have people join your team. When you wake up and when you go to a show, you want to change people's lives. You want to have fun, and you want to just book shows and sell the merchandise that you feel so strongly about. That's why we're doing this. So again, this week, I really want us to focus on our passion. And I want you to look back at your why. Why are you doing Pampered Chef? Why did you start Pampered Chef? Your passion, 6 months ago, a year ago, is maybe different from what your passion is now. You got to believe that we have the best merchandise. We have the best products. We're so passionate about it that we want to book parties and we want to share our passion. So my question to you, are you passionate about your business? Are you passionate about Pampered Chef? Tom, I loved, this, when you guys are doing Facebook Live and you went on and shared, you love the egg cooker. You want to share that with everyone. Well, we all need to start doing that. Can they tell that, when you're doing a show, can they tell that you're enjoying your job, that you enjoy your products? When we talk about it with such passion and excitement and enthusiasm, they're going to want to host a show with us. So, and the stronger the passion is and the emotion and the fun and the joy and the happiness and enthusiasm when they're trying the recipes that we're making, the drinks that we're pouring, why wouldn't they want to be on this team? Why wouldn't they want to do this themselves? Okay, the benefits are tremendous with Pampered Chef. So I love Pampered Chef. My why has changed over the years, but I honestly say this has been just a great business. It's a fun business. The flexibility that is offered for our family, the trips, the free for all this month, the merchandise, the kitchens that are all stocked in our homes right now. So again, I just want you to go back to what is your why? What is your passion with this business? Are you enjoying the products? Do you love the products? Do you love booking shows? What about getting a team member? How great does that feel when someone wants to join your team and wants to do this because of the enthusiasm and you're empowering other people to know that they could do this and be successful at it as well. So some of the things you can do to help you with that, obviously, national conference is a month away. A lot of us are not able to go, but you can join the live feed. And for Christine and Tammy Lynn and Melissa and everyone who's able to go, who have gone previously, they can tell you the vibes that you will hear and get, with the passion of all of the, consultants all over the country are there just feeling the same thing. Train yourself, educate yourself, through Pampered Chef University, watch YouTube videos, which, Christine and Carol and myself, this homework assignment, it's for your benefit. This is not something we're just doing to give you guys busy work. This is opportunities for you to learn from the best in the business. These people are making exorbitant amount of money, very successful. Their passion is clear in the way that they present and the way that they're growing their team. So again, if you have 20 minutes, take that 20 minutes and learn from some of the top players in this company. Play with your Pampered Chef products at home. Get them out of the boxes. Enjoy them. Use them. Have your friends over with a glass of wine. Have your kids over. Have other kids over. Enjoy the Pampered Chef products. Some of them you're going to love. Some of them you're not going to love. But this is a great way to promote your merchandise. Team meetings, again, they're fun. We have a great time. We cook together. We feed off each other. We brainstorm together. We vent together. Team meetings are a great way to feed off each other and get your business going to where you want it to be. The training calls, I just want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. And for being even a participant in the 6 weeks. Have a buddy, have someone join someone on your team, hold each other accountable, set goals for yourself and just try to, achieve them. Vendor fairs, booths, this is huge right now. There's tremendous booths and fairs and flea markets. And I'm actually going to do a farmer's market in a couple weeks, but people are looking for Pampered Chef vendors. Sign up. Attend a recipe night. Find a mentor. And it doesn't even have to be someone local. There's thousands of Pampered Chef consultants that you can work with all over the country. So again, I just want to remind you guys that we're all here to help. We're all kind of in this business together. And as far as prospecting and, booking shows, we are all going through this. It doesn't, Christine, Carol, and myself, director, consultant, senior consultant, it doesn't matter your title. We're all in this business and we're all our own entrepreneurs. So I just want to commend you guys for taking the step of joining us for 6 weeks and, doing research and watching the videos. I wanted to thank you guys. Does anyone have any questions or anything, any suggestions or things that you do?
Can we get a link to some of your slides
Oh, Charlene, I'm sorry. I saw that you posted that.
No.
I'll post them. I'll add that to my list here. Yep.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
that's fine. Yeah, like for tonight, some of those there was a lot, and I know my handwriting with that. All
I
right.
know, but just keep in mind that they're going to be in PowerPoint, and so you'll have to, either do like a screenshot or, something
Okay.
if you want to save it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
So again, I know it's 9 o'clock. I kept it on the 30 minutes. I just want to thank you all so much. We're all busy and you took time out of your schedule to attend this training. I know Carol, Christine, and I are just very grateful. We've been working hard. We've been planning hard. We just want this to, be beneficial for every party involved here. So again, please be active on the Facebook page that we've created. Add anything, any questions you may have or any techniques or anything that you're doing and having success with. We're all learning from each other.
And I loved some of the comments and the recaps that happened. Lisa, your listing of your takeaways and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting to see how different each one of us views things and what comes to the surface in terms of what's important or what resonates with us.
Yep.
And so it's really fun to be able to see that within a group like this where we can really share with each other. So,
Yep.
Thanks for taking the time to do that. Christine, I think you had a couple of other things you wanted to.
I just, really quick, and I know that it's 9 o'clock, and so if any of you, we did say it would end at 9, so if you want to hop off here, please feel free. Karen and Carol, I was just thinking, these guys have committed time to being here tonight. I'm wondering if maybe we want to give them a little bit of insight of some information that might be coming up tomorrow.
Sure, absolutely. I think we like that.
So it is something that was shared on the National Leader Call, which is a phone call for directors and above that involve all the directors in the country. And it was shared with us a couple of things that we were really asking for over the years. And one of them is that Merrell, which is our apparel company, will no longer be our vendor of choice.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
I was just going to say, can we cheer or what?
Yes. It was very much, I mean, they have us all muted, but I was on a side chat with a bunch of, Sharon Zellen and a whole bunch of other people. And it literally went on with 100 different comments with Yahoos. So Merrell will be no more. The new company that's coming in will have some fresh ideas, some different things. We'll get the first look of it at National Conference. You guys will see order forms and more details on that coming soon. Tomorrow in the, what do they call it? The Stir. All right, that Tuesday email that comes out, you're really going to want to pay some very close attention to it. Now, I'm going to give you some advanced information, so I hope that I can trust you for the next 24 hours. All right, this is not something to run to Facebook about, all right, or to share, in a whole bunch of other ways. But the discontinued product list, and I had my notes and I don't have it here, but it's pretty significant. And again, some of it is restyling. Including our knives are getting a fresh new look, which is going to be really good. Apparently there's going to be a new knife block set that doesn't have the notes in it. Thank you. My husband just tried to hand me a notebook thinking that had the notes that I needed, but it doesn't. But anyway, so they're going to get a nice redesign, including a new, what do I want to call it, guys? Come on. Block. Thank you. Woo, block. So I'm assuming that will look a little more updated and et cetera than the kind of country bamboo look. So, excuse me, so that is coming. There was another big one and my mind has gone, whoosh. Oh, I hate when that happens.
That's called a cliffhanger.
I know, right? Wait and watch tomorrow. But you are going to see the list. I believe the list is going to be in the Stir tomorrow. I know that the information about Merrell is going to be in there tomorrow. Oh, recipe cards. That's what it was. Because we spoke a lot about handing out recipe cards. If you would like to continue handing out recipe cards, just going to give you a little heads up, order them now. Okay? And take advantage of that because At least not in the way that we know them. They're not going to be on our paperwork supply order. Also, they're not doing calendars this year. All right. So if anybody, always counted on them, I have to tell you, it's like this giant monkey off my back, like this great relief, because I always felt guilty that I should be ordering them and I should be doing something with them, but then I end up with 50 calendars that I haven't done a thing with. So I'm really glad to have that burden off my back. There was, I know there was another one, and I'm trying to see if I could even pull up my notes there, and I can't. One thing that I do want to just go back to really quick about the dinner together that Karen spoke about. I was at a graduation party on Saturday night, and my boys sat and conversed with the adults, for a good portion of the evening, and a lot of people made remarks to me, and they usually, I usually do hear this, how friendly they are, how approachable they are, how much they engage other adults, how they, can talk about different things. And honestly, I think that goes back to our dinners together, because don't forget, I started this when Kevin was 10 months old. And that was one of the things that really resonated with me, was the dinners together. Now, our dinners weren't always perfect. Sometimes it was backwards night and we had ice cream for dinner. I mean, it just happened. Okay, my kids lived, they survived, they're fine. Sometimes it was picnic night and we literally threw a picnic blanket down on the floor, and whatever they could find in the refrigerator or the cabinet to eat, they had. I mean, it's just the reality of what things are. But I think that time with all of us talking, and by the way, electronics are not allowed at my dinner table, and they never have been, really, I think, brought and helped my boys mold into that, and to be able to hold adult conversations. So that is a great service that we do provide. Pampered Chef had that family resiliency program for a very long time. I honestly don't know where that stands at this point, Carol. I don't know if you
No,
do.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah,
actually.
I haven't either. It was something that they were doing out of one of the universities in Texas or something.
Mhm.
So I was just looking to see if I could, oh, wait, there it is. Oh, I found it. The leader call. Okay. Yeah, July, summer launch. Oh, they were talking about why we didn't get stuff in time. The Express Party Checkout is something that has been rolled out to all directors. I don't know if Karen or Carol are using it. I was part of the pilot program, so I have been using it. But they are direct party checkout. Basically, is they can log on to a special website. Guests at the party, like there's a sign that we can print out that says, go to blah, blah, and it doesn't take the place as full service checkout. You kind of still, do something with it. But the statistics are showing so far that the average order using that is up $20, which is a pretty significant increase just for somebody shopping and checking out on their phone. So that is there. 70 products are discontinued. 12 are restyled.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, those restyles are going to be knives.
Right, but that still leaves 58 that are just plain old discontinued.
Yep, absolutely. So like, I know that they said something about like one of the, like, I think it was the medium rectangular stone, how like we've got like 3 different sizes of that.
Yeah.
That was going to be, all the knives are going to be open stock. A lot of the cookbooks are going away. A fair number of pantry items are going away. Because what they're trying to do is make sure that they're offering the most impactful products. They want to make sure that it's something that, really is a value add, and that it'll draw people. So, that sometimes they have to remove products to make room for those types of things. So I think there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to be a little surprised at, but they didn't go into any more of that. But this new vendor launches August 7th. They will have new gift options for team members and etc. And the rest of that was about the summer products not shipping as timely as we'd hoped. So anyway, but so I feel like you guys deserve that kind of little heads up since you took the time here on a Monday night to hear us.
Absolutely.
I hope that Carol and Karen don't mind me sharing it.
No, what are you kidding? All the perks are, you got to have some perks along the way, right? So.
Absolutely. Oh, and Pampered Chef with their new mobile checkout, by the way, with that direct sale checkout, they earned 2 different awards for technology innovation from DSA because of that checkout. So
That's impressive.
it is impressive. It is. So anyway, sorry. That's
Perfect.
that's my ad.
Thank you. So everybody will be waiting for the stir to come in tomorrow.
Exactly.
You can see it all. Any other questions or comments, thoughts? So,
Thank
sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, ladies, for doing this for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Never a problem.
Yeah.
We're happy to do that. And we'll post the follow-up options for you. And like Karen was saying, it's called homework just for lack of something else to call it, but it's really just things that you can see and hear again from top leaders that will further reinforce the things that we're talking about on these calls, and really give you a little bit more depth that we can't do within the 30 minutes. So.
Oh, I know one other quick thing. The phone call that we recommend from conference this time is about abundant bookings, and it's by Missy and Susan Warshay. Missy Ellitz, I'm sorry, and Susan Warshay. They are actually both good friends of mine, and so I reached out to them because in their recording, it talks about getting access to a Facebook group where they posted a bunch of things from conference, including their outlines and their survey slips, and I forget what else. So I have access to add people to that. So just comment on our page if you want the ad, and they've told me that it's okay, so I can go ahead and do that.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
It is. It is. Missy and Susan are pretty awesome. I think that you'll really enjoy that call. So
how do you want people to refer to that so that just?
it's just called, it's a Facebook group called Abundant Bookings.
Okay.
So just, let me know after you've listened to the call if you want an ad, and I'll be happy to put you in.
Okay. And I know Mary Ann had let me know that she had a conflict tonight, so I know she'll be looking for the recording and the
Yeah, a couple too.
homework as well. So, and then next Monday night, I will look forward to leading the call. And if there are questions or other things along the way, please be reaching out to your director. That's what we're here for.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great evening, everybody.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much. Thanks,
Thank you,
Karen.
Karen. Great job.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.